morning, everyone. Jack McGrath with NakedTrader.com. Well, we've gotten the Bank of England and ECB out of the way. As expected, ECB raises rates 0.25% to 1.25%. Market really didn't do a whole lot off of that. Speaking of treasuries and the Eurodollars, 10-year did go down and make a new low. It does look heavy here. Yesterday we settled right on this head and shoulders top neckline that everybody's watching in the 10-year note. Comes in right around 118.12. That was yesterday's close. You do have to pay attention to it. We'd be looking for closes below there. I really am cautious about getting caught short for the up move, but this could turn into a big trade on the downside. Very possible if you start to see 10-year closing below that neckline. The objective is pretty massive for the head and shoulders top. So you definitely have to pay attention to it. And keep an eye on 118.09 also. That was the low of this past move, where we did get below there this morning. We should run into resistance now. 09 to 12 would be your first spot. And then if we started to get above the 12 area, I think you could look for a pop back up, 19, low 20s. Ultimately, if the market, it's still negative, and 119.15 is the area where you'd actually change your view about being short the market. Yes, seems pretty far away right now, but that would be above 119.15 10-year note. It would look good on the upside again. But as I said, right now that looks pretty far away. And market feels heavy, looks heavy. Everybody, I think, is playing from the short side right now. So you have to be very cautious about another flush out to the downside. Eurodollars right on some key levels as well. If you look into the reds, the March 3 contract, this 59 area is very important. We started to take that out. You could look, 58.5 was an old low, so that right there you do have some support. Below there, the old low at 54. But if we started to take out this 58.5, 59, I think that you would expect the flush out type of trade there also. So the steepening of the curve continues. Market looks heavy further out the curve in the Eurodollars as well. I wouldn't mind taking a shot here, maybe on the next leg lower, buying some green mid-curve option calls and call spreads. The one thing I don't like about this market is we're putting in new lows and our stochastics are showing us that the market's oversold. That brings some caution to the trade. What you'd be looking for is some kind of up trade, and then maybe you'd want to sell it. But we'll see about that. It's we could easily flush this market out to the downside. 3-month LIBOR came in again overnight. 0.28950 is where it was this morning, down a little bit from yesterday. That would, to me, I think you're going to keep a bid into the front end of the Eurodollar curve, or it just sits right here. Right now it's 68.5, 69 market. We've seen two-way flow the last couple of days. Market's really not moving, but until the Fed does some kind of repo or something to that effect, Eurodollars in the front's probably just grind up slowly. Open interest in the June 97 calls down 18,000 yesterday. We are seeing some liquidation there. Remember a couple days ago, ones traded like 40,000 times. We actually had paper buying those. Now you're seeing selling 1s and 3/4. So that trade continues, but I think it's mostly liquidation there. Not much for Eurodollars otherwise. Pretty quiet session overall yesterday. So we'll see what we get out of today's trade. Keep an eye on that 10-year note. Very important on the closes today and tomorrow. So have a good day. We'll talk to you in the morning. Thank you.